Hi, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Ben. Today I'm going to walk around this 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. Wow, has this car got some features. So look, this is one of the biggest plug-in hybrids selling in Europe as we speak. Very, very new to Australia, but let's run through it and point out any features that I can present to you on this car. First of all, we can see we're looking at the nice Mitsubishi badging with that nice chrome grille right on the front, and we do have some nice airflow down in through the front there to allow that air into the vehicle to keep that engine cool. We do have your washers as well for the HIDs that the car has got, so that's going to keep that area around the headlights clear, and we do have your fog lamps down on the front of the car as well. Stepping around the driver's side, looking down the side of the vehicle, you can see there plug-in hybrid EV. So like I said, we'll run through how it all works, but you do have great alloy wheels on the car, and I reckon these things really set this car off. This is in the nice grey, one of the biggest selling colours that they have over in Europe. We do have great tyre tread on there as well. We do have the Toyos. So no money to spend on this car. We do have the side indicators integrated into the mirrors as well, so very handy for other occupants or road users while you're on the road. We do have down that side door, looking to see if there's any marks that I can see. I found a little bit of polish and just a little mark just on here, so there is a couple of little marks there. But overall, the rest of the door does present very well. A couple of stone chips just down in the back. Oh no, hang on, sorry, it's actually polish. So I'll get that sorted out with the detailer. A couple of little stone chips just there, but nothing too major. Again, looking at those alloy wheels, just to stand back a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But how good do the alloys look on this car? They really set it off. Now, down through that back quarter panel, seeing there's just a little mark just here, just above the plug-in area. So this is how you plug the car in. Now, essentially, you do have the point in the back of the car, but you just plug that straight in and into your 24-volt power at home, and then you can charge the car overnight. So that's all in there. We do have your reverse sensors across the rear of the vehicle, as we can see, Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV, so really stands out. The other thing I'll point out as well is it is a four-wheel drive, which we'll go through when we have a look inside the vehicle. Just going to open the boot. So as you can see there, we've just left the seats down so you can see exactly how much boot space the car really has got. So it does fold down nice and flat, so very handy. The other thing we do have here is your 12 volt, and then we have another one which is the 15 amp. So you got the 10 amp and the 15 amp both in the car as well. So very handy. If you wanted to have a port set up that was the 15 amp, you can have that set up. Stepping around to the passenger side, you can see across that vehicle, very well presented. Just a little tiny couple of little, that's actually just your thing there. It looks like a crack, but it's actually just where it joins through with the rubber to the plastic. So not actually no damage there, it's just the way it sits. So like I said, looking down the side of the vehicle, a couple of stone chips and a couple of things that we've actually had touched up just down the side. A little bit of polish there still as well. And just up in here, there is a mark there that we've actually had touched up as well. With the light, you can see it there now. So that's just a little mark we've had touched up. But presentation wise, it's very clean. It does present very well, and a very tidy car. Okay, so now under the bonnet. Now this is where it all happens for these hybrids. So what we do have here is a 2-litre hybrid. Now this is a 60 kilowatt 4-cylinder, putting out 87 kilowatts at 186 Newton meters of torque. It is a 1-speed CVT, so continuous variable transmission. It's getting you 1.9 litres per 100 kilometres. It has got a 45 litre tank. It's going to get you, combined with the battery, 2,368 kilometres. So that is absolutely huge. Now, just before we got on the camera, I just did a little bit of talking with some of the new car sales team. This battery uses less power to charge than a kettle does. So that just gives you an indication on how this car will save you so much money. As you can see, very, very clean through that bonnet. We do have one side motor, one side the battery. So presentation wise under here, they are phenomenal. Okay, so now inside this PHEV, so this is where it all happens. Very, very quiet car. I actually have got it on charge at the moment, so we can see here, if I just go in, you can see that the motor is now feeding through to the battery, so it's actually charging itself as we're sitting here in the car right now. Just going to run through a few features that the car has got, just a few things that you can see, and to give you an indication on how the car presents and how to use it. So what we have got here is you've got the paddle shift there, that you can change the gears when you do go down into to drive, or even into the battery mode. You can change the gears yourself. Indicators are over here on the right hand side. You do have auto headlights as well in this particular vehicle, and we do have auto wipers as well over on the left hand side. Looking here on the right, on the left hand side of the steering wheel, we have got the mode, so everything for the radio station all at your fingertips, and you have got proximity or Bluetooth proximity that you can set up through the car to answer calls and play your music through there. Over on the right, we have got cruise control. Simply pressing the cruise button, which activates it up on the dash, and then click that down to set the speed that you would like. Over on the right hand side, we can see, if I can get the cameraman to just zoom in a little bit, you can see a button there that has like programs on it. So what we can do is we can go through, see the setting menu, kilometers, trip A, trip B, how far you've got left till you need to put fuel in it, and then average fuel consumption. Then it shows you exactly how the car is working at any one point. So you can see there now the battery is being fed power through from the motor. So very, very easy to run through that. Do have your electronic stability control. Now you can turn that on and off by just simply clicking the button that you would like. Over on the right, we do have your mirror controls, the normal things that you have over here, plus you've got your auto locking function for your doors. Stepping back over to the left hand side of the infotainment system, or the hub, the EV hub. So as we can see, you do have your navigation system there running as we're looking at it. We do have a settings button which you can go through, go into the vehicle settings, keyless operation system, wipers, exterior lights, theft alarm, looking down, power door locks, air conditioner, others. So you've got the settings all there. Going back as well, you do have modes. So in your modes you have your AM, FM, Bluetooth, you do have SD card, and you have a CD and USB. So you can set everything up through the car, you can have everything plugged in. But the one thing I do like is the navigation system, which is easy and simple to use. Go back into the map now. I'll show you exactly how to use that navigation system. So what we do is we would just go in route menu, itinerary, and then you can add a different address. So you can address junction, and then you'd set up where you would like to go and have it all in there. So Very, very easy, simple system to use. Not hard at all. Looking down here, so this looks a little different to what you would normally expect in an automatic. So I'll just point out how to use it. So at the moment, currently it is in park. So we do have the park button up on top here that is highlighted. So it is saying that the car is currently now in park. To bring it into neutral, all we do, foot on the brake, pull that across, and then down. That will then go into drive. Okay, same to get into a reverse, across, and then up, which now goes into reverse. As you can see, the reverse camera shows up on the dash, so we are now in reverse. The same to go into the battery mode. When we go to take off, you can then bring that down into the battery. Down below that, we have charge and save. Now, as I said, now while we're sitting here, I have pressed the charge button, so the battery is now charging through from the motor. Save, you can see there it's now saving, so it's going to save and restore the battery, so it'll actually won't be charging the battery physically. So charge is what you want it to be charging through, so that's going to allow you to charge it while you're driving. Put it back into park. All we need to do is press that park button at the front, and that's then back into park mode. As I said before, we do have your four-wheel drive mode. So there's a couple of different modes. We have eco mode, and then twin motor four-wheel drive lock. So that is now in that lock. So just simply pressing that lock, and it's in lock eco. So that's how you get that mode to work. So you've got the button there. Looking down in here as well, we do have the glove compartment, which is the center console, so quite deep, and we do have your USB and the 12-volt power outlet through there as well. Do have the nice very simple, easy, so the tray just comes straight out, and we do have your 2 points there where you can allow a cord to run through if you've got things charging. Overall, looking around in the vehicle, so this car does have the has got the leather interior, so it is fixed with in the bolsters leather, and then the inserts are your fabric, so it has got partial leather in the vehicle. Presentation wise in the car, very, very clean, very well looked after, so it does present very well. Looking at the service history on the car, so service history, it has had the 15,000 kilometer service done, and then we have got the additional service that we've done at 26,000 Ks, which the car's only done 26,117 kilometers, so it was done, looks like it was done about 50 kilometers ago, so it has had that done as well, which we've done for you. So good service history with the car, and you do have all the books that come along with it, so there is actually even a CD there as well, for the multi-communication system. Outlander PHEV book, which is quite big, a lot of reading there, but essentially when you're buying a car like this, you want to make sure that you got all the information there that you need. So there you have it. There's a walk around presentation of this 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. For any questions or a test drive, phone us here at Berwick Mitsubishi on 99070555. Thanks for watching.